Hi, what's up everyone, and welcome to my God of War Ragnarok walkthrough for all of the main quests in the game. This walkthrough will not only offer you tips for defeating challenging enemies and bosses, but it's gonna offer you solutions to every single puzzle during the quest and the location of all the collectibles. I aim to cover most of the loot as well. This video is part 7 of this series as I take you through the Runaway quest, and more quests will be found linked down below in the video description and in the pinned comment. To start the Runaway quest, you'll need to be at Sindri's house, and you're going to hear Atreus arguing with Sindri in his room. Just go over to the room and interact to start the quest. When you regain control, you're going to be Atreus, and straight away there's going to be an enemy encounter. With the enemies dead, just push forward and you'll encounter more enemies. There's no loot in this area that I know of, so just keep pushing forward, fighting enemies, and eventually you're going to come to this log, which you can interact with to jump over. Once down, this officially starts the Runaway quest. Just proceed to the next area and you're going to have another enemy encounter. That will have been your first encounter with a wight. They are quite easy to beat. If you are having any difficulty, just drop the difficulty level, and once completed, just push forward to this other log and interact to continue. You'll drop down into this area and you guessed it, there's another enemy encounter. Just keep moving forward, taking out all the enemies. The final enemy is going to be at the end in this location, which will be the toughest one, but still easy to defeat. Once all the enemies are done, again, there's no loot in the area, so just move forward, and you're going to shimmy along this ledge. Keep moving forward, and eventually you'll reach Freya's abandoned house. You're going to need to go and investigate this. There'll be a cutscene as you approach it. Once you've regained control inside the abandoned house, there's 3 items that you can take a look at and interact with. There's a pink flower, a piece of armor, and an item belonging to Baldur. Before you can interact with these pieces though, you must close the window. With the window closed, we can now interact with these 3 items.
Wow, it's beautiful. Never seen anything like this around here before. From her home in Vanaheim? She must have really missed it. Is this Baldur's? Wonder how Father was able to earn her forgiveness. Valkyrie armor? Does this go with the wings on the wall? From her friend? Wonder what happened to her.
There's nothing else inside of here, so just proceed to light the fire and there'll be a lengthy cutscene. After the cutscene, you're gonna land in Asgard and you must follow Odin's raven, who's gonna take you to the wall of Asgard. As you push forward and encounter the Great Wall for the first time, there's gonna be an enemy encounter. Deal with all the enemies. The whole area clear, just back at the start of the area where you dropped into it, take the left path and you'll find a hacksilver chest. There's nothing more in the area, so just head across to the right here, climb up this ledge, and just proceed through this gap to continue. Jumping down this ledge and heading to the left, you're going to encounter more enemies. And with those enemies clear, you may have noticed this hacksilver chest. From this chest, just spin around. Instead of climbing up, head through this tunnel, and you're gonna notice a hacksilver bucket just above. And just to the right of that is some hacksilver on the ground. Now just push forward through this tunnel, and there is going to be another enemy encounter, so deal with these.
Yeah, danger! I know!
You're going to need to take out this pillar for them to stop spawning. And with the area clear of enemies, just to the right of where that pillar was is where you've got to head. Just head down here and you're going to squeeze through this gap. On the other side of this gap, there's another enemy encounter. Clear all the enemies. With the enemies clear, there's no loot here, so just push forward and you need to climb this wall. At the top of the wall, you're going to see a legendary chest in the distance. Just proceed forward. You'll notice that brambles are covering the legendary chest. So to get that uncovered, we're going to climb up the ledge to the right. Just to the left when you get up top is going to be a campfire. And we're going to use this to burn the brambles down below to uncover the legendary chest. In the previous quest, The Reckoning, you'd have unlocked sigil ammos for Atreus. You'll notice if you aim and press up on the D-pad, you can now switch between sigil and Sonic. So for this, we just want to place a sigil around about here with L2 and R2. And if we hit it again, it will grow. Hit it for a third time to make it its maximum radius. Now just fire another sigil arrow into the campfire for it to explode and create a chain reaction.
There we go.
That would have burned away the brambles that you need to proceed the quest, but it should have also burned the brambles down below. With that, just drop back down and get your legendary chest. From the legendary chest, just climb back up and now continue the path. You're going to enter a shortcut scene where you find a small village. After the cutscene, you're going to need to climb the Great Wall. Before you start, there's a hacksilver chest just at the base to the left. From this, just head to the right to start climbing. Continue climbing up to the left. And on the next ledge, just grapple up straight ahead. As you make the next ledge, there's going to be some hacksilver directly in front of you. And just behind that, you need to climb the wall. Up on the next ledge, there'll be some more hacksilver right in front of you. And then proceed to jump up the ledge behind. There'll be another wall to climb. And at the top of this ledge, you're going to have an enemy encounter. With the enemy defeated and from where you climbed up the ledge, just look up and you want to use your sonic arrow on this to drop the chain. With the chain drop, just climb it. At the top, just go right and climb another wall. And then once you get up to the next ledge, before going through this gap, there's some hacksilver. Then head through the gap. There'll be more enemies as you enter the area, so just take care of these. And at the end, there's another one of these towers, so make sure you destroy it so the enemies stop spawning. There's a second tower as you proceed further. And just before you squeeze through the gap to exit, just backtrack because there's a hacksilver chest just behind you. And you'll find some more hacksilver if you keep on backtracking there to where you entered the area. Climb up this ledge and there's some on the ground here. Now just turn back and retrace your path and exit through that gap in the wall. Once through the gap, just jump up these two ledges. And then grapple up at the top of them. There's a puzzle you need to complete now, but if you just look left to where you grappled up, you can drop down to find some more hacksilver. And just to the right of this hacksilver, you can grapple across to this other ledge. From here, just get your sonic arrow out and use it on this. And with that destroyed, we can just head back to the first crates. And we need to climb up on top of it. From here, that will reveal the second one that you need to shoot with your sonic arrow. And all you need to do is interact with the rope to be shot up to the next area.
Here we go.
There'll be an enemy encounter, so just deal with these. And once they are clear, just grapple up to the ledge above, and we're going to find a red coffin as we proceed. And with this collected, just spin around, and from this point here, you're now going to climb to the very top of the Great Wall and trigger a cutscene. After the cutscene, just follow Heimdall, and just make sure you pick up this hacksilver on the ledge here, and listen to the dialogue.
Yes, why not steal anything that is not nailed down? That is sure to impress your hosts.
Now just push forward, and you're going to go down a lift. At the bottom of the lift, you'll jump onto the creature to continue on through the village. Soon, you'll have to go through a sequence where you fight these enemies. Just proceed through this sequence. And then you'll go through a sequence with Heimdall. Just continue the sequence until the cutscene. At the end of the cutscene, you'll be following Odin throughout his workday. You just got to follow all the interactions here. There's nothing to collect or anything like that. At the end of this sequence, you will go to the Great Lodge. With that sequence over, you'll return to the Great Lodge and be alone in your room. You just want to interact with the wardrobe to get some gifts. With the gifts collected, you're able to upgrade your gear. So just press triangle and upgrade anything that you want to. You can equip the new items that you've got as well. With everything done, just back out and exit the room for another short cutscene. After the cutscene, just follow Freya and she'll take you to Odin's study. You'll have the option to continue on to Odin's study just to follow the quest, or you can follow Freya upstairs just for some interactables. There'll be nothing to collect up here, but there will be a conversation with Freya's mother. And after the conversation with Freya's mum, just the other side of the room, you can have an interaction with Heimdall. Just head to leave the area, you'll have one final interaction with Freya, and then you just want to head to Odin's study. There'll be a cutscene as you enter the area. After the cutscene, there's nothing that you can collect in this area yet. Later on, there will be things you can, like this chest here or whatnot. But for now, all you gotta do is walk with Odin, which will start another cutscene and bring an end to the Runaway quest. And that is it for this video. I hope it's helped you. If you've enjoyed it, if you have, be sure to hit like, share and subscribe for more content. And don't forget, I'm covering all quests on God of War Ragnarok, including favors and lots of other content. It's all linked down in the video description in playlists and in the pinned comment. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, stay safe and peace out.